Hey guys, how's it going? Got another collector's review for you today. Today we're going retro. I've got all these wrist morphers to review, so I'm going to go ahead and probably start reviewing them one by one, starting with the oldest one that I have. A couple of weeks ago I already reviewed the digitizers, or the astromorphers from Power Rangers in Space slash Denji Sentai Mega Ranger. Those aren't the only old wrist morphers that I've gotten. Those obviously aren't the oldest that I have either. The oldest that I do have, I'm going to be reviewing today, and it is the Fiveman brace changer from Chikyuu Sentai Fiveman, which is the episode, or not the episode, the series that aired before what we know as actually two series before what we know as the original Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which in Japan is Chikyuu Sentai Zyu Ranger. The series before Chikyuu Sentai Zyu Ranger, or Mighty Morphin, was Jetman, and the series behind Jetman was Fiveman, Chikyuu Sentai Fiveman. This was a unique series for the fact that Chikyuu means Earth. Obviously, if you were to translate that, Sentai obviously means squadron or force or squad, depending on the dialect that you're using. But basically, it's Earth Squadron Fiveman is the name of the official name of this series. All of their powers are derived from different. I would go ahead and say different aspects of humankind, different emotions and whatnot that can be conveyed. Kind of similar to Captain Planet in a way. Not always just elements, but emotions are thrown in there too. Aspects, like I said, aspects of human life. Things like music and love and things like that. And again, that may sound a little sappy, but watch the series. You'll be delightfully surprised. It's actually a really good series. Now, this brace changer from Fiveman. This is vintage. I got this mint in box. Probably about I've had this for probably about 2 years now. It's been about 2 years. It's been in my collection. I got this from eBay, mint in box, never opened before. This cost me $175 roughly, which is a lot for a vintage morpher, I know, but it's definitely one of the most expensive single morphers that I have in my collection. Now, the only reason why I bought it, I had lots to choose from. Obviously, there was lots I wanted to get. I wanted to get the wrist morphers from Chikyuu Sentai O Ranger, which we called Zio here in America. I wanted those so badly, but I could not justify paying $300 for for that morpher at the time. I only had a little under $200 to spend, so I went for this one instead at the time. Not realizing that obviously because it's an older series, it doesn't have that many features or functions to it. It has a speaker, very small speaker right here, and it has really only two functions. The first function is that the changer actually is detachable from the wrist brace, from the strap, and two is the actual sound and morphing function for the brace changer in and of itself. So I'll go ahead and show you real quick. It does still fit rather nicely around my wrist. If my wrist were any bigger, though, the Velcro would not hold. It would not be an adequate enough of a strap to actually stay on my wrist. But thankfully, this one does. It's actually a very comfortable wrist strap too. I'll tell you why here in a moment, but for starters, this device takes an LR44 battery, which are kind of hard to come by in my end of town. I usually have to go to some kind of specialty smartphone store, or like a Batteries Plus, if anyone's got a Batteries Plus near them, or you can order them online. You can't just walk into your local corner store, or say a Walmart or something, and pick up LR44s. They just don't have them, which I think is ridiculous. So, and another drawback is that this specific brace changer does not have an on-off switch. So therefore, once you put the battery in, the battery is the device is constantly drawing power from the battery, and then it doesn't have any kind of any cutoff switch and no shielding of any kind. So that's what's kind of sucks about this. But hopefully, and with any luck, there's enough juice in this. In the battery in this toy where I could get through this review okay. I'm going to try to keep it short because there's not much to say. But first off, we'll go ahead and detach it. These two little levers, little buttons on each side. You just pinch those, and it pulls right off, and it clips right back on, easy like that. First, I'm going to go ahead and show you the strap for one. There's no details or writing of any kind on the plate underneath. It's just for where this snaps onto, so nothing special. But the wrist strap itself, go ahead and take a look at that. It's actually lined with blue suede. I've never seen that kind of care put into a wrist strap before, just for a kid's toy. I mean, blue suede, it's really, really soft and really, really comfortable. So I was really, really surprised at that. No idea why they didn't continue using blue suede on the inside of these wrist straps. It would make every single other one more comfortable. The only thing I can think of was it wasn't cost efficient, obviously. They just wanted the regular vinyl plastic straps on both sides and then just sew some Velcro on there and be done with it. But again, it's really, really nicely detailed. Aside from the blue suede, it has the Fiveman logo on the outside of the vinyl strap right there. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see it. Little Fiveman logo right there, nice and etched in there. Again, really, really good quality. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the strap down for a second. The toy, the changer itself, is very, very simple. Again, you see the Fiveman logo there with all the different Ranger colors. Looks like a rainbow. And on the back, you see it's a little bit different. It says right here, open, but that's just where the battery goes. You just open that to put in the batteries, and that's it. Again, it only takes, I want to say it takes 2 LR44s, not 1, 2. But again, it does have some nice detailing. I'll go ahead and get up close for you. Hope it's not too close. And it has a V very similar to, like, say, Voltron V, which I thought was kind of interesting at first. And let's sit back down. Okay. Now, obviously, in the show, when they want to morph, it was actually very, very simple, actually. One of the simplest morphs that a Ranger probably has ever had. Obviously, they would wear it on their wrist like this, and when they want to morph, they all remove it, they do a motion, and they just basically say the name of their Ranger. So in Fiveman, they always would say 5 first, and then their color. Really, really simple. So say 5 red. They would say 5 red, hold it up, way up over their heads, and they would hit the button right here on the back. And obviously, to get the sound to work properly, you would have to hold this button down. Again, I don't know if in the show that makes any bit of a difference. I'm pretty sure all they had to do was hit it once, and it would activate the morphing sequence, the functions for it. But when you hit it and hold this button down, this display right here will light up. The toy will make a sound, kind of like, since it's an old school toy, it doesn't exactly make the most pleasant of sounds. Remember those old ray guns that you would get from, like, the dollar store when you were a kid? Like those really, really cheap ray guns, you just press and hold the trigger, and it makes that constant ringing sound, almost like a phone getting strangled. That's pretty much what this sound is. It's not the most pleasant thing to hear, but I'll go ahead and give you a demonstration, obviously, because that's what everybody wants to see. So again, they remove it from the brace, say their Ranger name, 5 red, hold it up, And see, it's not very pleasant, is it? No. But on the brighter side, it is a cool Morpher. Even though it's tiny, handheld, portable, this is what really a Ranger's Morpher should be. Something that doesn't really stand out that much. Something that's easily concealed and just easy to use. As you saw when I hit the button, these two pieces here folded out and made more of a V as in like the Roman numeral number 5 for Fiveman, obviously. So again, really simple, but really unique at the same time. And that's all it really does, guys. That's all it really does. Not much to it at all. Very simple, but very unique. I love unique little morphers like this. I personally have not seen a morpher like this in a series in a long time. Usually the later series that had wrist changers, they would usually utilize 2 instead of 1, and you would have to do some kind of weird connection sequence, and everything would have to be just precise to activate everything properly. Like, say, the wrist changers, the Morpher henshin braces that I wanted from Chikyuu Sentai O-Ranger / Zio from here in America, those have to be really precise. You have to hit everything just right for everything to work the proper way. This, it's simple, one button, one touch interface. Simple as that. So yeah, until next time, guys, I've got a lot more collector's reviews for you. I mean, like a lot more. I mean, so many that I can't count right now. But since I've already done seemingly my last Power Rangers Ninja Steel episode review for what it looks like the year, until they come back in January of 2018 with Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Obviously, no more Ninja Steel episode reviews until then. So, but in the meantime, we're going to be doing a lot more collector reviews, which I have a lot of in the queue. Just have to get the rest of them edited and up. And I've got a lot more cosplay and Comic-Con convention news updates and things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. As well as I am this close to finishing yet another Ranger cosplay, so I'm easily within the next, I'm just going to go ahead and say a couple of weeks. Within a couple of weeks, I'll have my Tokyu number 6 or Tokyu Rokugo cosplay from Resha Sentai Tokyuger. That will be complete. I will do a cosplay test video of that, striking some poses, doing all that cool stuff. So until then, guys, I'm Paul, the Swordsman. This is Rangers Ready Go. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. You know the deal. Later.